Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on Typhoon? I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're going to go with the same team again, hit and run. But this time we're going to do a little bit of a different strategy with the same team. Basically, we're going to tank. We're going to use Byleth as an Omni tank. But we're going to try to avoid Tea-Time Arrow because she can take him out with her Desperation effect. Although I think I have Hardy Bearing on this Byleth. I forgot. Yeah. Because Byleth is weak to Desperation hits, so you definitely, I think Hardy Bearing is his best slot. C skill, whatever slot that is, that's the one that you want to add. Hardy Bearing Seal. And then, yeah, not a lot for me to worry about on this map. I am false starting the range of Nino because I might be a little bit out of range with my setup, so I want to slow Nino down a little bit. Although it might end up not mattering. I'm going to try to figure out how to get the openings here because I have to step on these traps. I do have Disarm Trap though, so I just got to figure out how to maneuver around here. I'm actually eagerly waiting for Arvel to return because in terms of a bonus season, he hasn't been bonus for a while now because I do think he has enough res to be a threat to Byleth. But he does need to be bonus before that can really happen. Godo as well hasn't been bonus for a really long time since his release. I don't think he's had a bonus season since his release because right after his release, the nukes just got like super powerful. He came out around the time that Veronic was bonus. So I must be wrong because that's at least a year. He must have had at least one more bonus season afterwards, but I can't remember it. Or maybe because I have him pretty much on every team, so when he's bonus, I probably don't even notice because I don't use him for tanking. He's just a support unit. His support is really good. The AoE damage reduction, very strong. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember him being bonus all year, which is definitely wrong. He must have had a bonus season. But in any case, this is the approach here. Rattata is going to be able to take out this Dimitri since he doesn't have his Refine. Golvig won't be a threat to Byleth. Oder will just die because that's all Oder does. It's really going to be curious to see what they give him for his Refine because he really offers nothing, like literally nothing on defense. So I don't know what they can do to make Oder a good unit. Defense-based damage reduction, true damage reduction. He needs some type of true damage. He needs something to make him a threatening unit because as of right now, I'm not even worried about like tanking this Oder. His Brutal Shell, the 80% cut on your defense. It's kind of like a lethality but for melee units, but it really just does nothing. I think probably they'll give him the ability to pierce the R with the Brutal Shell because it does nothing, so they might as well just throw that on there. And yeah, I really don't know what else you could give him. He's just not a good mythic, unfortunately. He wasn't even a good mythic on release, so I really don't know what they're gonna do with Oder. It sucks because you don't have that archetype. You don't have a I can't think of any other offensive cav melee units for defense. Most of them are ranged and they offer some type of support. Oder offers no support and he's melee. Tough position to be in. He's kind of like I feel like he's the Sothis of, well no, he's not as bad as Sothis. Let me take that back. No, Sothis is just in a different tier. I think he's better than Sothis, definitely. But yeah, we've done pretty well here. We're just gonna tank Nino, who won't have a lot of her weapon effect active since she has no allies, and then we'll get the pots from here and we'll be pretty much done. Byleth wins this matchup because of just overall bulk and color advantage, and now we only have to think about Arvel and get the pots. Really easy match. Yeah, that's again, that's Byleth for you, man. Like, Byleth is just really good. Can't stop singing his praises. We are getting the new mythic, so I don't know, maybe by the time this video is out, the mythic would have already been announced, because it is in the thing for the upcoming light season, so we should be seeing the mythic by then. I really do wonder who it is. And also, we should be getting the results for the CYL banner, along with a Fate channel as well. They typically do a Fate channel around this time. So, a lot of exciting stuff to come. Yeah, how do I get up here? I gotta get Byleth up here, but I also want to get the pot this turn. I don't see a reason to continue past turn 3 here. I think I have enough actions to do this. I just gotta think this through.
I can do this.
This team is very versatile. It's for tanking primarily, but it is actually very, very versatile. I like Ratatasker in terms of her ability to... She kind of has a Reagan effect. She's kind of similar to Reagan, but she's blue and not red, if you get what I mean. But,
I will go.
I mean, it kind of gives me high hopes as well for Reagan's Refine, because this is a power level somewhere around here that Reagan is going to be. So I'm actually kind of hyped for that. I think this is good. I can just stick Byleth right here and we should be fine. But yeah, man, another successful match here. Not much else that I can think of to bring up in terms of what's going on, say. I don't know.
Got you something.
Ooh, I watched the 100 Girlfriends anime. That was pretty funny. Pretty funny, but yeah, that's it, man. GG's. See you in the next one. Alright, welcome to our second match of the day, or, well, it's actually a different day, but it's in the same video, so whatever. It's the same team, so I figured I'd just stick this onto the previous video. And here we go. This one is a little bit more challenging. We have Green again here, and I guess this is probably the best opportunity that I'll have, or the first opportunity that I'll have to show you what I was talking about when I was saying that she just doesn't beat Byleth, because she's very dependent on the AoE. I've been thinking up a couple builds. I saw the Miracle build from Infantry Pulse, and it looked promising, but in testing it failed miserably because she just wasn't able to put out enough damage to take out Byleth. A lot of very good units here. Green is the main centerpiece, and then there's Gatekeeper here providing support, as well as Fallen Maria doing her Maria thing. The thing that concerns me most here is the dance from this Rearmed Plumeria, who I think is a fantastic unit. She's so versatile. Just a shame that her attack stat is so high. But basically what'll happen here is that if she's able to dance on Zelgius here, he'll have charge, which will allow him to come all the way down and snipe one of my units. Now, I'm not running double save here, so because of that, and the combination of the AoE, I have to be very careful in terms of how I position my units. And luckily we have Ratata here, who is actually going to provide us with the support that we need to hinder the charge mobility because of the green tiles that Ratata puts down. So basically what I'm going to do here is set it up so that Byleth is going to avoid the AoE and just tank Green here. And even a lot of times, even if he does take the AoE damage, he can still kill her, or she will still fail to kill him, which is crazy. But yeah, what we're gonna do, which is why I was saying that I tried the Miracle build, but that didn't work. And then I think Deadeye is really her best build, but you have to combo it with the Desperation in her B slot. But I don't have a copy of it just to see exactly how it would work out. I could probably test it out. I'm probably going to test it out just to see how it works before I make a final statement on that. Also, the range here on this green is outpacing the enemy team, so they won't be able to reach, which is actually something that I didn't realize until I started setting this up. I think I actually made a mistake here by putting Ratata right there. I didn't mean to bait from right there. I actually meant to bait from where what's her face? What's her face again? Veil is. I actually meant to bait from that position since the AoE is a plus. So basically, all I have to do is be outside of 2 spaces, and I'll be fine. Which would have been to where Plumeria is. But since I put Ather there, I'm gonna have to move Byleth. And the Canto control just got me there because I was actually planning to cancel away to safety, but I'm gonna have to make another adjustment here to get Byleth into position here. Yeah, again, this is a really nice defense. I've already been making mistakes so far, and that's how you know the defense is good, when it's pressuring you to make plays that you wouldn't necessarily have made. And yeah, these are just setup mistakes. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here. Give me a second. Let me try to think of a way out of the situation, because I can't show you the thing if I lose on the first turn. So give me a second here. Let me try to put this together. I'm sure there's a way out of this. I still have a dance and some warp movement. Again, which is why I say Plumeria is the best, but just a second here. I think if I move back here, I should be fine. Let me just set this up real quick. Hold on.
Watch your step.
This won't do it. This isn't what I'm looking for. I gotta get below Elamine. Think I see it. Think I see the play. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. What I'm gonna do is swap, because I ultimately I want to be out of Freyr's range, because as a melee unit, the fact that my frontliner is going to be eating the AoE and I don't have a near save, I need to be out of Freyr's range. In the unfortunate event that he somehow gets danced, that's a quick way to lose a unit. So I have to be out of Freyr's range as well, which is why I'm going to set up below Elamine here. If I had double save, I wouldn't have to worry about this, which is actually something that I've been considering lately. Bringing back a near save. I dropped my double save team. So I'm going to do a swap like this, and that should allow me to get over to Elamine with guidance here. Man, I keep telling you, man, this Plumeria is just fantastic. So all I have to do is this, dance, and there you go. Exactly where I need to be to protect everyone with far save. No one will be within melee range, and yeah, all I have to do is eat the damage here from Ygritte, which isn't going to be enough to take out Byleth. Unfortunately,
this is for you.
She attacked from a spot where she is getting the miracle there, which is unexpected. Very smart AI play there, but at least the miracle is off the board, and we're going to be fine here. We heal all the way back up, and now I just got to figure out how to deal with these units there, because the enemy team didn't lose anything, but a couple of the 2 main range units are out of position, so I'm going to be able to smite, I'm going to be able to take out both of them, and then all I have to worry about from here is Freyr, who is threatening 2 spaces that I need to have free. So I got to be a little bit careful about my positioning here and my choices in terms of how I take out these 2 range units. Ygritte certainly has to go. I can't leave her sitting around, and Fallen Maria also has to go because she has cancel control, which will affect my my offensive play. So Veil is able to do both, so I'm pretty sure Veil is going to come into play here somehow, and then I'll figure out the rest from there. Hold on.
Where was that?
Okay, alright, I think I got the plan now. We're going to be able to take out the 2 range units here and then set up so that we can tank Freyr, who's really the only melee... well, he has the most range as a melee threat. Unless Plumeria is able to dance one of these units back here to give them the warp potential. But what I'm going to do is, because Plumeria also has the guidance 4, so we have to make sure that she's not able to utilize that. And I think the best way to go about that is with, again, with Rattata laying down that anti-warp terrain, which has actually been super helpful in this match in particular. I don't know if it would have been like maybe if I had a different team composition, it probably wouldn't have mattered. But what we're gonna do here is take out a green from here, and then we're gonna move Elamine into the corner just to give us some space, and then we're gonna dance Yunaka to move her out of the way so that we can then reposition Veil to safety, and then we're gonna move. Well, we don't necessarily have to, but we can move swap with Byleth up to cover for ranged threats. But yeah, that should cover all of our bases, and we should be pretty safe from here. I should still have my cancel because I didn't move any spaces just now when I attacked Igrin. So we're going to utilize that cancel mechanic to get to safety. I really love the fact that they're putting cancel in the weapon in order to free up the B slot for a lot of these calves, because there aren't that many good cav B skills, and when you have to run cancel, it really hinders you, which is one of the things that I didn't like about, or that I don't like about my Veronica, because I like to run low on my legendary Veronica, but running the low means that she gets stuck because she can't run cancel. So a lot of times I throw her out there and she's just like dead. But that's really more of a Summoner Duels problem, not really for Ether raids. But yeah, cancel in the weapon, definitely the future for Radiant's calves. I really like it. I'm not a fan of the cancel 1 from Alarm. But in any case, you're seeing the plan take shape now. This terrain will prevent Plumeria from warping in, so she'll have to dance one of the armored units or Gatekeeper, and then what will happen is that Gatekeeper can't attack because he can't pass the flame terrain, and he can't warp in because the green tile has been laid down. So all in all, a perfect strategy here. It really well, Freyr is dead here. Even though he has the counter roar 4 build, he's still dead because Rattata is bonus, and she's just going to do too much damage for him to reduce, and the damage reduction was only on the first hit in any case. So yeah, okay, she chose to dance Gatekeeper, and this is fine, because ultimately what I wanted was to be able to take out either Zelgius or Byleth, and to do that I would have had to have separated the two, and they've done that for me, so Zelgius is going to be a pretty easy target here for Veil, because, well, either any one of my range units should be able to take him out just by wearing him down, but Veil is the closest, so we're going to go ahead and take him out with Veil, and then we'll take out Gatekeeper, and then we'll set up so that we can deal with Byleth afterwards, and then from there it's pretty much just GG, since Rearm Plumeria doesn't have a weapon, which will leave us free to get the pots. I always say your dancer should always have a weapon, unless it's Rearm Plumeria, because she just hits so hard that it kind of, her attack stat is so high that there's no guarantee that she's gonna dance. So I totally understand if you want to take the weapon off her, because she's just always attacking because of how high her attack stat is. But normally I would recommend that your dancer has a weapon, because you want them to be a threat, and if there's no weapon, then there's no threat, and the opponents can do whatever they want from there. That aside,
Watch your step.
glad that I was able to showcase the Green versus Byleth matchup. It doesn't work out for her, especially without no follow-up. I didn't realize that she didn't have no follow-up in her kit, and that's something that I had to rectify when I was testing her out. But even with the second attack with Miracle, she still doesn't kill Byleth, which is just not good. She does a lot of damage, so if you have some type of follow-up, maybe you can work it out that way, but yeah, just not good enough for me, Grin. I was really hoping for better, but I think I was saying it before that it's really good that Byleth is still going to be a usable tank, because I think this has been the longest stretch that a far save unit has been useful for a long time, since Bridal Tiki. So the fact that he's still going after like at least for a month now, I think, is a good thing. And it definitely bodes well if you invested into the unit. You don't want your investments to go to waste. So maybe something on the Valentine's banner, but if he's living past the Valentine's banner, I expect some type of power creep by March, because there's always, oh, that's so close. There's always the Fallen banner to look out for, which usually has like a big power spike as it relates to being able to take on these Omni tanks. And it usually is something that shifts the meta on the Fallen banner. In any case, we're done here. Let me see, is there anything that I'm missing? By now, we should be pretty close to the CYL results. It took longer than I expected. I was really expecting them to put it out in a week, but then normally they try to synergize it with the anniversary just to build up hype, which is fine. I've been seeing a lot of people thinking that Yunaka has won, but gotta wait for those results just to see what is hit, what happens. And I don't know, man. I think I just played the latest chapter. I typically wait because I don't usually need the orbs right off the bat. But I kind of do like Hertzfelger's character. Pretty cool. I like her design, and we'll see how that story pans out. It has a lot of espionage built into it, so hopefully they continue along that route, because it is pretty interesting so far, the latest chapter stories. So I'm hoping for some more of the of what we got with Veronica.
Where was that?
Something a little bit similar to that, because that was a decent story in comparison to what we normally get from the Fire Emblem Heroes story. So let's see how this one pans out. But this one's been another good match here. Really good challenge. This brings us to the end. GG's. See you in the next one.